Yeah.
Gee, I think we got one.
Big Lulu,
I ain't finna
yeah.
tell you how I got away with this shit.
Yeah. Let go. Let go, Lou. Yeah. Try it.
Yeah.
My killers ain't violent, they looking for riot. Try it. My killers ain't violent, they looking for riots. Try it. My killers ain't violent, they looking for riots. Try it. My killers ain't violent, they looking for riots. Try it. Try it. We looking for violence. Try it. Try it.
Hey, welcome back to Too Cold TV. This your boy Montreal Too Cold James. I am reporting live at the Cola Lounge. Cola Lounge. I had to blow that one out there for the one time. Man, I am here with my special friend, guest, and training partner, Brittney Quiet Storm Cloudy. Reporting live from St. Louis, Missouri. Height 5'9". Fight at approximately 135 pounds. Am I correct? I'm in the areas of things.
You're in the right area.
Alright, cool. But other than that, I did a little ring announcement for you. Tell the world more about you, man.
Oh man, well, it's obvious to know that we're training partners, so I'm a fighter. Been in MMA it's been about 6 years, going on 7. I definitely identify myself as an athlete. So even before this sport, I was into other sports. So I ran track and I played basketball in high school. Just always like to be active, doing things. And this sport has definitely given me a mad edge of something to chase for.
I feel
Something
that.
that's real.
I feel that.
I don't know, you know.
D1 track and field.
So did it win?
D1, no.
Oh, D1.
D1 track and field.
Yeah. Division 1.
A counselor and a teacher, am I correct?
Yeah.
I tell the world a little bit more about
Okay,
you.
yeah. So I went to SLU, so I'm a St. Louis native, been here, born here and all that good stuff. Went to St. Louis University, got my bachelor's in elementary education. So I went on to teach elementary school for about a total of 6 years. I taught 3rd grade, taught 1st grade.
That's why you want to fight people.
So, you know, all day long I'm suppressing, so at the end of the day I need something to release all the good stuff, you know. But but that basically becomes the balance too, you know. I have a real strong, loving, supportive, like nurturing part of me, but then I also have this part of me that's hungry, that's competitive, so that's how I find myself in the career that I'm in now. So after I decided that after education, I've always been interested in psychology, so I got my master's in counseling, so went through all of the internships and all that good stuff, so this year was really a good year to start off because I passed my last exam, so got the beginning stages of my license, so I've been doing therapy via telehealth due to COVID and everything, and honestly I kind of feel like what an amazing time. I feel like I'm here at the right time. It's unfortunate of the timing and all the sadness and everything that's been going on with COVID and just mental health and awareness and all of that, period. But I feel like I'm showing up at a time where I feel like people really need it. And I can be an outlet for others. So I feel like in a way I feel that alignment came through right there for that. So I'm feeling like I'm where I'm supposed to be right now. And everything's coming together.
Amen.
Yeah.
3-3. Your record is 3-3.
Yeah.
Explain that journey becoming a professional Black African American female with a 3-3 record, man. Like, was it easy? Was it hard? Was it like, yeah?
Did you feel like you had a one-up because you was a female? Did you feel like, you know, it was way harder?
What's your perspective on that shit, man?
Well, I had kind of thought about this recently as I think about my record. In the sports that I've played, or like a lot of sports, there's so many opportunities to like not have a good game or to like make a mistake and then be able to like bounce right back and get back at it and improve. That has been one of the biggest things, the biggest pill to swallow with this sport, because as I feel, really green when I entered into the sport because I've never done any combative sports before. So when I got into jiu-jitsu and boxing, like I've never physically been aggressive with like another person. So it has been like a really a lot of information that I've had to take in and learn about the sport. There's so much technique that even when I get into the cage, it's like I feel like I have a lot more skills than I was able to show, and I feel like there's two different levels of showing yourself is also having experience in the cage. And so finally, I feel like fast forwarding to now, I feel like this last fight, I got into this place where I'm like, I'm really starting to figure myself out inside of there so that I can take all these skills that I've been pouring in and training to actually make the art that fits me in my fight style so that I can actually go in and execute and win, because that's all that's important at the end of the day. So the losses that I have, I feel like I fought against like high level women, and I've never been afraid of like losing in that aspect. I look at all these ways to here's some things that I can make better, and I expect to make mistakes early on, but like at the same time it's like kind of detrimental because we're in this society where it's like how fast can you get there, and then with COVID and everything, all the time that goes in between like one actually getting a fight. So it's like I could have a loss and then there's a whole year that goes by and I'm still sitting on that same loss, and I really want to like get my momentum back. So this fight seems like it took forever to get here, but I'm happy to like finally break even so that I can like really show what I possess and what I've learned and how I've grown. And I know that like in the next few fights, I'm going to continue to keep evolving and my record's not going to matter anymore.
That's what's up. It matters, but it don't matter. I know what you're saying, but you know, that's the game. That's the game. That's the game that we play. You know what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
And outside of that, most people just don't understand that you fought for a victor, you fought for a king of the cage, you don't fought for a few good promotions that's like elite in the elites. You know what I'm saying? So like, you ain't afraid of the big show. You ain't afraid of the big lights. You know what I'm saying? I mean, you was a D1 track and field, so the camera's been on you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. I definitely feel like that has helped, like competing in high stakes situations have definitely like helped with just going into a fight and fighting in these places where there's a lot of prestige there, and not allowing that to mentally, distract you from your ultimate goal. But I still feel like with every new situation, it's always different, and it's still something that every time I go into the cage, I get a little bit stronger in that aspect, because this sport is very different from all the other sports that I've done, and there's so yes. I like to think and I like to problem solve and come up with like possible outcomes.
Yeah.
And this sport is like I will be doing that all day because there's so many infinite ways that it could go. And one of those things is like at some point you have to just let go of that wanting to have that control over how it's going to go, and just be able to show up and be in that moment and make it happen.
Yeah, I try to do that sometimes. Ooh, boy.
So you say you do jiu-jitsu?
She is cold, but she is a blue belt, correct?
Blue belt? Oh, you tight.
Yeah, I was pretty ready.
So that's what gi, right? Gi? No gi?
Ain't no deal.
How you feel about that? Like when I first thought about it, when I seen jiu-jitsu, I thought that shit was lit. I was like, oh, okay, they finally getting it in. But then my face are in crevices that I feel that shouldn't be in crevices. So as a woman, and you're rolling with a guy, you don't think that every night when you first started off, you're gonna be like, hold on now.
Yeah.
We're close.
Yeah.
That's That's huge space.
It was very uncomfortable at first. Like I was like, this feels very weird to just like, I don't know, sitting in between a man's leg or like I'm sitting on top of his chest and like.
Especially in training, like you just own them, like you know what I'm saying?
Right. But like after time goes on, like you're not thinking about that anymore. You know, it becomes purely like just a body, and you know, which I feel like in a way kind of like helps in the sense like there's no gender specific type of mindset that I'm in if I was ever in the need of this position with anyone and they were trying to inflict harm upon me, because that's what jiu-jitsu is all about, is that art of self-defense and knowing how to defend yourself in these different weird and uncomfortable situations, especially being a woman, which is like just a side little bar that there's this Taylor May's jiu-jitsu is doing a sexual assault prevention for women, and basically, you know, on Sundays this month, and we've been like, you know, teaching different positions on like how to get out of it, or you know, how to flip the situation so that you can, you know, get away if you were ever caught in that situation. So like, but like y'all know, when you start talking about jiu-jitsu, it just becomes more than just a sport, because it's literally a lifestyle. It's literally something that could save your life, and you know, it's a skill that like even if I'm done fighting, like I'm still gonna have this.
True.
That is good to know.
What is the funniest shit you've seen as a fighter?
Funniest stuff.
I know that's some weird shit. Watching y'all fight.
When you get to the fight, and then you walk in the back, and you getting ready, what's the dumbest shit you seen someone do to get ready for a fight?
Well, I don't know. Everybody has their thing, but
Like I said,
sometimes I just be thinking it's a little over the top when people be getting slapped and stuff back there.
I did that shit one time. I ain't like the reaction after that. I hit myself so hard. I'm like, damn, that's why I be hitting niggas with? I'm like, shit. I'm like, fuck. Oh, alright, come on, let's go. No, going on out. But that was not, yeah.
I get it. Now, when you first asked me the question, I thought about Clay. When he was making those noises with the girls, now that was funny. That was funny. People's fight noise. That's one.
In the gym, you know.
When they hit the bag and.
Yes, like him and Buckley been having me weak lately. They talking to themselves. I know you're talking to yourself quick, but the words you say to yourself, I'm like, damn. Okay, my nigga. Whoa. I'm like, damn, whoa, bitch. I'm like, okay. Like, get it up there. I'm like, oh. Like, show you there with it, huh? Like,
That's how they motivate themselves. It do be weird that I didn't hear them weird grunts.
It would be interesting to like hear different people's like mindsets on like how they like get themselves mentally prepared to go into a cage and fight somebody. That would be interesting.
I just told these motherfuckers over the weekend when I was in Denver, like, when they pissed me off about the fight, I was more or less like upset. Like, I was angry, but emotionally upset. I don't fight like that.
Yeah.
Most people say like I'm too calm when I fight, like really smooth, calm, like yo, my reactions is there. And they were like, you said him. I'm like, nah, bro, I can't fight angry. When I'm really killing this nigga.
Yeah.
Honestly.
It's
just weird. It's weird. Like, now I'm gonna try that out.
I like to say everything needs a little balance.
See how these niggas like
Now
this
be
shit.
angry just a little bit.
Yeah, that's one thing. What you said resonates with me, because the whole calmness and everything. I'm like, I need to. I do so well with like calming my mind and calming my anxiety about it, to like just want it to be there in the moment. But then I can be too calm and I don't tap all the way into like, all right, now it's time to, you know, really go at it. And so I'm trying to find this happy medium between like I'm calm, but then I'm still able to tap into the aggression that I need to like, you know, really bring the pressure.
I'm gonna have to
I'm gonna answer everybody's fucking question. Ask me this dumbass question. You see me smoking weed right now? Yes, I smoke weed the day of my fight, but early in the fucking morning, like when I wake up, that's what I do. Anything else is with the day. Like I chill, you know what I'm saying? I feel you, man. Like
Everybody has their own thing.
Get that, like man, dude, I ain't gonna say when I be stepping into the boxing world and shit, these niggas, I bump, man, bruh. The story I can tell you about that shit, bro. I bumped into a dude who drank a whole little half bottle of vodka the night before his boxing match. I'm like, how you gonna do this? He said, what? I'm like, how you gonna do this fight? You just drank this bottle. He said, I'm going in and win. I'm like, alright, senor. Alright, senor. You have fun with
No,
that.
he really was. He had a whole bottle. I was like, what you doing with that? Like, you gonna say that for later? That's like the after, party?
He said, nope.
Yeah. Everyone's in different places on how they prepare and how they fight and how they celebrate when it comes to these
I know.
tournaments, for sure.
So, you just had a fight this past weekend on the 20th.
Yeah.
Explain that experience and explain that whole ordeal. You won, by the way.
Yeah.
Fuck how you won. You won.
Period.
That's how they look at it, honestly. But you won. Explain the whole ordeal from A to B. You know what I'm saying? Like your feelings, emotions, reactions, whatever. That day, I guess.
Yeah.
To that.
Well, I think first of all, it doesn't start with that day. Everything about that fight started months, actually like a whole year ago. Cause honestly, my last fight was literally a whole year ago to that date, and I had lost that fight, and I really felt really bad about it because I was like, I just made this dumb mistake. It's like this what I was talking about earlier. Like you can make just a small mistake and that's a whole loss, and it doesn't matter if you were better than that person, whatever, all that, blase, so whatever. So I had to sit on that, and I came back to St. Louis because I was in Cali at that time, and I was like, a lot of things, I really invested literally a lot in everything into the move to California to go out there to train and everything. So it was hard to come back home because, I felt like I knew that it was gonna somehow just slow down the momentum that I was building up while I was out there, because I got out there and all I was doing was training and I was getting fights, but then at the same time, pandemic happened, so it affected so many people, and a lot of life changes had to happen. So
I know what you mean about recession, I know what you mean.
yeah, so you just kind of have to go with it. So I came home and was able to do some other stuff professionally, which is good. So when I was finally ready to all right, I'm ready to get a fight again. So I had to work and do X, Y, and Z. All right, I'm ready to get a fight again, and I'm training now. And I'm like, all right, need a fight. It's May. What's good with May? Nothing happened in May. All right, what's good in August? So time kept going past, and I was training. I was like, oh man, I'm really just trying to get a fight, man. All right, maybe in the next couple months. So, what is it? Because I went down to Houston a couple of times, anticipating, hoping to get a fight, so I can have a camp down there. And so I came home. So this last time I came back, in October, and I finally was able to get matched up with this last fight. So I was like, oh, I wish it was earlier, but at the same time I was still happy. So just everything so emotionally about this fight is the anticipation, the waiting, the training and nothing, and trying to get back to the other side. Okay, I got to
motherfucking show up.
Yeah, I hope that this, that my opponent sticks through the whole time. Hopefully I don't get my hopes up too high because X, Y, and Z could happen. So it was amazing to get there. My weight was great to weigh in, and they actually didn't take all day. Shout out, they was on top, because you be waiting, ready to weigh in, and sitting there waiting, you're like, oh, bro, I want a drink. So. Yeah. So from that moment, that was all good vibes, weighing in, and all right, this is about to happen for real. I just couldn't be, I was just happy. that everything was finally panning out, and I had this opportunity, this really great opportunity to come back off on the other side and get a win. And like I'm just really big into like speaking into existence what I want out of life. And so I'm like, all right, I know what's about to happen. I'm gonna speak this stuff. I'm gonna be positive into it. Got the game plan. Getting in there, everything. I felt good. Like I kind of felt you for, you know, remember your fight, you had to sit around waiting for a long time. That shit sucks.
Bro,
Yeah,
you don't understand the story. Bro. I ain't tell you the story. If
Yeah.
he told you the story, let his ass tell you the story. I ain't tell you the story.
Yeah.
But nah, it got surreal back in the back. But like I said, I was crying.
That way,
I was that.
I'm not a fighter, but I can only imagine what that puts in your mental. You know what I'm saying? Instead of being in your body just pumping, full of adrenaline, somewhere to go,
Yeah.
and you can't let that out.
Bro, they had us in the back, like, you know, how, like most promotions, they have arenas. And this motherfucking arena was like a old spot where they used to sell cattle and shit at. And then we was by the door, so like the red side was like in the middle where it was like where the heat. It ain't nowhere everybody, like, they ain't get hit by shit for real.
Yeah, it was
We were out the door, niggas walking out the door. It's cold as fuck.
Yeah.
I ain't going. Bro, like I said, we got there at 12. They supposed to have us there. We supposed all the fighters that was on the prelims was supposed to be there at 1. Bro, got there 12:30. Time I didn't fight until 8 o'clock that night. 9.
Yeah.
St. Louis time, maybe.
You did a whole work shift with me.
Bro,
Yeah.
pissed me the fuck off. And I could have walked away though, to be honest with you, because they still had to pay me for my show money.
Yeah. I'm
Because I
glad you
showed
did.
up. I would have.
But
Gave 2 fucks.
that don't drop the
Yes,
story
sir.
and talk like that out there too.
Bro, I told you that the same thing. I gave 2 fucks. I said, fuck this shit because they got me fucked up. And what they did, it was so fucking shiny. You tell me you added the director of the looking for the fight on the card last minute for a boxing match, bro? A trash ass old man duel. Nigga, y'all should have went to BKF and fought the third knuckles or some shit, you feel me? But I guess I ain't upset. It is what it is. But, you know,
That waiting game ain't no joke though.
I
I feel
appreciate you and having you on the show, coming on Tuco TV. Let the world know how to follow you, how to follow all your outlets on how to keep up with you, what's your link tree, whatever people be saying.
Link
What?
tree.
That's the jokes, bro. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
But if everybody know how to follow you, man. If you got a YouTube channel, I tell people to subscribe to it. If you
I
got all
got 2
that.
subscribers now, so go on and join and help get it up a little bit. I promise I'm going to post some more videos. It's coming. My YouTube channel is obviously Brittney Cloudy, The Quiet Storm. You can find me on all these other things too. Social media, The Quiet Storm _MMA, Quiet Storm _MMA at Twitter, Brittney Cloudy, The Quiet Storm on Facebook, all that stuff. So I just keep it all the same. You can find me there. And yeah, check me out. Show a little love.
Shout out to Brittney. Let's get some love.
We got a quick 5 minutes. Fights that you want to see, fights you don't want to see. Ever happen.
And this just
It doesn't
goes
matter.
for like
It doesn't matter. You know how this goes. I mean, you can talk about fights all day. But whatever.
I think, well, I'm gonna start with myself. I think that in the near future, when I'm ready to make my little cut into UFC, that a good little debut would be to run it back with Haley Cowan. It's that one fight that I have LFA with her. And I think we're both top prospects for the 135 division, the new coming out of everyone else. I think that would be a great matchup. Yeah. Whether it's contender series or whatever, but I'll put that out there.
What's that pound for pound? I don't even got that on my shit. You got pound for pound like yours and like from what I see, like the rankings, what's that pound for pound and quotated.
Yeah.
So
I ain't worried about all those rankings. We both was in that cage together that night. I would would just
Period.
love to run it back.
Period.
Yeah, because that fight definitely, you know, shifted the direction of my career, and I would just love to run it back. That was probably the only fight that I would like to, you know, have a do-over or whatever. But it's not really necessary. It could be really anybody. I don't really care myself. But
Right.
Period.
That's how I feel.
Yeah, I say if you give me a choice, sure. But if not, you know, whoever, who's gonna say yes?
Boxers,
Right.
I'll take that.
MMA fighters, get me. Kickboxers, get me. Jiu-jitsu artists, I'm just going to choke y'all niggas out. They get me too. Shit, I'm just a white belt, though. That's all I'm keep telling motherfuckers.
And I guess a fight that I don't want to see, honestly, I'm not with all the hype about these little celebrities, Jake Paul stuff. I don't want to see them. I don't want to see them fight no more legends. Well, like him trying to fight somebody else. It just be cringe-worthy to me.
He fights the one that's in our region, I guess, of a fighter, not a
Yeah.
legend fighter.
Just put him back in there with everybody else who's where he's at. I mean, but hey, shout out to him though. He definitely made some money moves with all that. That's for sure.
We could really say it with a nigga. Shit,
Yeah.
other than that, like shit, you get the revenue off of that.
Man, it's still a smart move. You know,
But
it
I'm
was
not going to
stupid.
tune in to watch anymore though.
Like they really say about the man, for real, for real.
Unless it was Amanda Nunes though, I would watch her like
Yes.
beat him up. Yeah, I would watch that.
What about Clarissa?
Huh?
You think Clarissa should boxing? Headgear though for her? Headgear on him. I mean, headgear on her, but they have a boxing match.
I don't know.
With who?
But Amanda though, would they have the same thing? A boxing match against Amanda Nunes and him?
Well, it's just because it's Amanda Nunes.
Period.
I don't want to.
So you think
I don't want to see
Amanda-
Clarissa get any
so you
damage.
think
She didn't
Amanda-
do anything stupid. I want.
Say
It's
no
just
more,
not.
say no more,
It's
say no
not like Amanda's at a part of her career where she can do stuff like that.
Yes.
Clarissa is on a mission with stuff. That's a waste of her time.
Say no more, man.
I mean, it's
You
like
heard? I'm just saying.
I
I be schooling you too. I be.
I hear you. I'm like, okay, yes, ma'am.
I want her success to be just going to the door. This is just like, you know, shits and giggles. So yeah.
My shit's okay.
Shout out to my sponsor, shits and giggles. That was a good one. It was perfect.
Perfect. Yeah.
Thank you for coming on the show. Thank you for
Shout out to Greg. Yes. Love, love,
I
love.
appreciate you.
Thanks for having me, of course.
Tell them one more time how to follow you.
The Quiet Storm, _MMA, basically Twitter, Instagram, Facebook.
Everywhere.
Let's stand it up. We gonna shake it off.
Try it. We looking for violence. Try it.
Well, all them niggas gang bang, like on the street for Mermaid, market niggas crash, ain't no talking. Coming home from school, always gotta watch where you walking. Let me tell you a little story about a nigga from the blue. Niggas talking all that shit, I beat they ass black and blue. Niggas talking all that shit, but I know it's all cat. You can say Louis real, she gon' classify a trap. Hey, bitch, nigga, boy, you know this shit slaps. Got some clout, now I got too many hoes on my lap. If the gas is so strong, make a nigga take a nap. Where that gun from, they drippin', nigga, now it's time to rap. Try to fuck every night, nigga, about to take off. I'm in the jolly shit, J-Bird, Bishop. BG, BNT, we about to tip off. Beat they ass 4 quarters, now these niggas pissed off. Yeah, all these niggas, they trying to get a little piece of power. They see the moves, they think the crew, they think we cool. I'm not a fool, I don't get trying to kill.
Yeah. Welcome back to Too Cold TV. Oh, shit. We be out here. I'm sorry. This is where the blood be. I'm sorry. Part of the lounge, call the lounge. I love this boom, man. Shit, it's where the blood beats, man. I ain't gonna even stop with y'all ass, man. Hey, I'm your boy Montreal Too Cold. Back again, Too Cold TV. I got to my right, my boy Jay fucking Bird reporting live from the south side in the building. State Street. Okay.
But a whole lot of fuck. Text bounce like drums. Fuck John's getting cut.
I was telling you, man. Hey, tell the word about you, man, real quick. Please, thank you.
It's the motherfucking mayor of the South. We reporting live on the South, you know. He pulled up to my side of town. You know what I'm saying? I feel special. My side of town, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
But yeah, it's Jay Bird, man. I'm coming from the South side of St. Louis. You know, I'm a producer, I'm a rapper, a songwriter, you know, multi-talented, creating a new wave for St. Louis, for the new St. Louis, you know. Spitting, making that hard ass music with the sauce. I'm still talking about shit and spitting lyrics, you know what I'm saying? We ain't seen no shit like this since nigga 2000s. We gonna get to that level, but we gonna put it on.
We gonna let that.
We gonna get there, we gonna put it on.
We be high over here for sure, man.
For sure.
I appreciate you. I did have to come to your side of town. I be over here. I be everywhere now. I ain't gonna stop with you. I be there.
Yeah.
I be so high. I be just be here. But at the same damn time, man, tell the world, what's your creative process be like whenever you're in the studio? Like, how do you feel when you be making these tracks, like the New Wave Water, or just half the tracks that you have?
For sure.
You know what I'm saying? How explain to people this process be like?
I mean, it can start a couple ways. Like, you know, since I make beats, I start off making a beat and like, you know, I just might have like a little flow in my head on that beat because, you know, I know every little crevice and little pocket to hit on that motherfucker. So like, you know, I just start, you know, humming the little flow, and then once I catch that flow, you know, I start writing words to it, and then like, you know, the whole song bang out. But as far as like, they're just some of like, you know, the turn shit I do. But like, if I want to say like,
I didn't say New Wave Water. I really love.
Yeah, that's that turn shit.
Yeah. Maybe like, this nigga hit for real. But
Yeah.
You drop a bird flu also,
Yeah.
and you got Get Lifted.
Yep.
Put that down, man.
Yep. So.
I'm over here.
For sure. I see you. So, well, I'll start off with like, you know, New Wave Water, because you hit on it a little bit first. It was some turn shit. I was having a lot of fun making New Wave Water in the studio. I was like, it's my second project, so, and then this is my first time in a straight legit studio. So I'm in there like, you know what I'm saying, geek like a motherfucker. So we in there just having fun, just turning up, and that's the energy that the, you know, the music gave off. You know, we just turn it up, kicking it with the homies in the studio and just chopping it up and turning it up. So, but with Bird Flu, so I always told myself I never wanted to be a rapper that could rap hella good and make bad music, or I didn't want to be like, can make good music and rap, like don't say shit and rap bullshit. You know what I'm saying? So like, I feel like with New Wave Water, I accomplished what I wanted to. I wanted to show that I can make heat, I can make hits, you know what I'm saying? Make that shit slap. And you know, the change of pace for Bird Flu, that's for like my like real hip hop audience too, who like really take music and soak it up, you know, from project, like from track 1 on down, you know, to like showing them that like the personal side to really connect with the people, you know what I'm saying? Cause like, you know, that's what's gonna stand the test of time when you really appeal to people and connect to them. But as far as Get Lifted, you know what I'm saying? Get Lifted, I feel like that was a blast from New Wave Water though, cause I still wanted a song that's still my brand of music where I can be turned, get people hyped, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So Get Lifted was that, and you can take it 2 ways, like, y'all getting lifted, you know what I'm saying? Y'all smoking, well shit, you turn for the day, you know what I'm saying? That check hit, you hype, you know what I'm saying? Your spirits, you lifted, like you hype, you know what I'm saying? So you can perceive it both ways, you know what I'm saying?
Fuck, I see that money in there. Like,
Yeah, sir, you gotta play that Get Lifted, nigga.
Yeah. So, Brett, just like for those who coming up in the world with the whole music or just in the industry shit, let's give some of the upcoming people some ideas on how to stay stagnant, you know, to stay up, you know what I'm saying? Keep their mind focused on the positive, because you ain't getting it off the rip unless you're just out here getting it. Like, there's some people that got it, you know, but there's, you know, real with the shit that has to get it. But I'm not saying like, maybe, but it's a process sometimes.
Oh,
yeah. Let you know, some people doesn't understand that shit that's in this rap. They think like, oh, I can just. There's nothing wrong with being one-hit wonders.
It just don't work like that though. Cause like, don't get me wrong, even the people that was one-hit wonders, they have to market themselves. So nothing don't happen by like no dumb luck. You know what I'm saying? You just don't get lucky and fucking come into hella streams and come into like,
Unless you fight.
Well, I say this.
Unless you fight, I hit you. You get one shot with one punch. I ain't gonna stun.
It's rap.
Tell motherfucker, all I need is one good.
Hey, that's how I was in school, bro. I ain't trying to fight these niggas for hellas. I'm getting tired and shit. So like, we get into a fight at school, crack their ass. It's over. Good. But yeah. But like, damn, what was the question again? No. I know what I was saying. So yeah, nothing don't happen by like, you know, dumb luck. As far as like in the music industry and stuff like that. And, like, a lot of people got a perception you can just put out a song and it's gonna go up. You out with this motherfucker, know what I'm saying? You at Cali chilling, turned up, rapping and shit. And work like that. Like, everything is calculated about this game. Everything. So like, what's the plan, for example? Like, my biggest song got over like 500,000 streams and shit like that. It's so much that goes into pushing the song because it's like one corner. It's like a machine. There's one part that you created in the studio, you know what I'm saying, and rapping and shit. Then it's a whole other part, right? Once you put it out, how we gonna put this in front of people's faces? How this song is gonna stick in people's heads? So of course it started like, you know, video, you know what I'm saying, shoot a visual. Then you gotta really realize how you gonna market it to the people when it comes to SEO, search engine optimizations, when it comes to like, you know, social media marketing, when it comes to radio marketing. You know, nothing don't happen by dumb luck. And when you see these songs with all the streams, especially organically, how this is doing, nigga, all my funds and money and time and effort went into marketing it and pushing it instead of just dropping it and be like, yeah, niggas don't listen to this shit. I have to really take that song and deliver it to people, you know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, I don't happen by dumb luck. So I just tell everybody the advice, you know, when y'all drop y'all music, that ain't it. Y'all gotta really push that motherfucker and deliver it to the people, you know what I'm saying? And that's an everyday grind, every day.
Like, content is key, but good content and promotion. If you know how to promote, you got good content, you are probably a good person, and you got good people skills, you might get far. But other than that, you gotta know how to promote, you know what I'm saying?
Shout out to my brother Robert, bro. Yeah. He the one who do like a lot of my marketing.
Well, shout out to Robert. Thank you again for the PlayStation controller, man. I needed that. I was going through hell and high water for that motherfucker. I was like, man, PlayStation controller, man. He pulled through for your boy after that fight. That rain, shout out to Rain. He pulled up on me and gave me the cord, and then he gave me a controller too. I was like, nigga, like,
yeah.
Like, for real. It's all them things are hard to come by in the store.
Yeah,
like,
you know, it definitely is.
It's hard to come by. He came through and gave me that shit. I was like, you did.
You make it easy for me to be a rapper, man. That's what I say best.
I know. He most definitely. I love the graphic shit thing that y'all been popping off too.
Yeah,
I
appreciate
seen that shit, dog. Like, keep that shit going. But like, and with me being, I used to be a club promoter, so like, thinking outside the box is way. Well, I fucked with it big time. Like, what, like most people here in the city always promoting. Like, if you promoting, niggas still doing the same dry ass shit, giving the same dry ass entertainment for the same.
Yeah.
Sorry to say that people just gonna buy dry ass shit. You know what I'm saying? And people would rather go out of town than something you can do the shit here in town. But people not giving that. You know what I'm saying? By the fact that you giving new shit, you keep giving new shit. Show motherfuckers that you signed this. You are signed or you independent?
Independent.
Okay. Yeah. Even more depth to you. Keep that shit popping because you fucking with another independent brother.
Yeah, I know. I see the grind. I'm up with the grind. I respect it, man. I really respect it.
So, like, you know, I ain't got time for managements and shit. Some of them cool, but they ain't talking when I'm talking. So I'm like, yeah, dude.
You gotta have somebody on the same accord. You really gotta be on the same wavelength.
It's not even that. Motherfuckers just don't even. Yeah, what you say? I guess I'll take that.
They gotta see the vision too.
I'll let you ride.
They gotta see the vision
I'll let
too.
you ride with that one. But some of these motherfuckers now, like, I'm 30, so it's just like, yeah, I done seen it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I ain't seen it all, but I'm seeing it.
I mean, I guess the reason I talk like that, cause like low key, like my brother managed me too. So like,
That's family.
So it's real close, and we on the same way. We see the same vision. So
I wish
yeah.
when I started the game, it was like that, but I'm sorry to say that.
I know you have a lot to take
I
advantage.
respect that and then grind with people that does that shit because like I wish I could find that shit because I got it. Not saying it's not here, but it just certain aspects where you would rather have certain things separated from certain shit.
For sure.
But on performance tips, like what are artists or who would you want to in the I guess reality sense open up for in the future or right now shit if you would have a chance to
Open up for like any artist?
Oh, that's a good question.
Oh man, damn.
Well, it could be like music, it could be jazz, it could be gospel, whatever.
This nigga said gospel.
It's a couple people. Can I say like a couple people?
You got two.
You got two? You two. Alright, I want to say somebody like who I really fuck
Put
with.
like this, you gotta give me two, and then explain one of them.
Alright. Alright. So one, I would like this like on some rap shit, like a rap tip. I would like to open up for. I like to open up for. Damn, I want to say that, but I would up for Kendrick. I definitely, I love to open up for Kendrick. Yeah, I love to open up for Kendrick. But there's also somebody like Juicy J. I feel like that's my lane type of music too.
Which one you want to explain?
I was playing Juicy J. I love to open up for Juicy J because I feel like, you know, that's a big influence on my music. So, you know, a lot of the 3 6 Mafia era, Project Pat, you know, DJ Paul, Juicy J and them, that's a lot of that inspired my music, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like it's that some of the beats, how it's structured, it's that same type of lane. So if you got fans of Juicy J in the audience, you know, they'll see the Juicy J, they gonna fuck with my music because they gonna like this shit tough. It's like it ain't like it, but it's inspired from that.
What you saying?
Yeah, and so yeah, I feel like they'd be a good opportunity to gain hella fans too, because I'm pretty sure a lot of his fans would like my music too.
Hell yeah, shit. I mean, like shit, you're a part of something that's fucking with something that they fucking with. So.
Yep, for sure.
Right, no, real.
For sure.
If I said that right, I'll fuck. I show shit, you know?
Yeah.
Places, what would be cool spots that you would want to perform at? I want that question.
LA.
No, I mean like tours, like Rolling Loud.
Coachella.
Okay.
Really?
Because Coachella, that shit is the biggest festival. Like, I mean, alright, what's the biggest festival to y'all? Like,
I don't know shit.
I believe Coachella is the biggest festival.
I don't know nothing about festivals.
I mean,
I wish I knew.
you got.
I mean, when you said on your Kendrick Lamar tip, I would have thought like Afro Funk.
Alright.
New York and Brooklyn. I thought that might go hard. You know what I'm saying? That's on some lyrics and shit.
See, what's crazy about it? I got two styles. Like I got styles that's that turn shit, and I got styles where I can really rap too. So I feel you like if it was like the Kendrick Lamar.
Yeah, that's why I was like, if he was on that tip, like Afro Funk.
But it's for us to turn up. Yeah, Coachella, that's like the biggest festival, and like I said, I'm always about pushing my music and promoting it. So like,
I would have thought
you
South
know,
by Southwest. Everybody love that shit.
Yeah, no, that dude be lit. South by Southwest be lit.
That's
Yeah,
what is
that
that?
be lit.
Austin, Texas.
Yeah,
like, that shit be
that dude be
smacking.
lit. Yeah. But nah, like, you know, like I said, I'm always about spreading the music. So if I was to perform at the biggest festival, what's the plan? A hard ass song. I know if I perform that in front of hella people gonna fuck with it. So I'm trying to go to whatever the biggest festival, which that's Coachella to me.
That's true.
Yeah.
Shit. What's something in the music industry that's influenced you?
Someone or something?
Something.
Okay. Alright. I can get low key. I can get low key deep. I can get low key deep on this question. If you say something in the music industry that influenced me, since I've been little, since I've been a kid, I grew up looking at like just a bunch of rappers and like, you know, just looking at like, you know, the lifestyle, the jewelry and shit like that. Stuff like, you know, the hard cars. I feel like as a kid I used to watch this shit and I'm like, damn man, that's tough. Like they out here living. Now, I don't know if it was cap or not. I mean, I'm pretty sure it was real for some people. Some people's cap because, you know, you got some front runners, some people do the real thing. But as a kid, if you want to say something that influenced me, I just used to look at the lifestyle as a kid of a rapper. But I never was crazy. I never wanted to be a rapper, but I looked at it and was like, that's the shit.
More or less of like you looked at it, but what created the lyrics is important. Like what made you be like, cause you could be anything of a rapper. Like, what made you want to be like, you actually rhyme, you actually got shit. You actually got hits. Like I fucked with the shit. I actually trained to the shit.
For sure.
Like I got you on the playlist.
Yeah.
You know,
Appreciate you.
Down in the back shit. I fuck with it.
Appreciate you.
I fuck with it. I fuck with it. I fuck with it.
Yeah.
I fuck with it. However you want to say it, I fuck with it.
Yeah. Appreciate you.
I know what it is. I can play around with the song to the point where I listen to your shit.
For sure, for sure. Yeah.
But, you know, like, for certain songs on certain, even if the albums, the song that's on your albums right now, if you have a few that you like, and if you got something that's down now, which ones you also like?
So, you know, I always make music, but like as far as like what's on my album right now, I like
all of them.
Yeah, all of them.
Everything. Check them out. Fuck that shit.
Yeah, just check me out, man. J Bird, man. J Bird YouTube. No, Mayor J Bird on YouTube. Mayor J Bird on IG. You know, J Bird on all streaming platforms. Check it out, y'all. Just hit shuffle on my catalog. Everything come on, y'all gonna be like, this shit tough.
Like I'm telling you on vibe, like it's gonna get you there. Like St. Louis made, Southside made.
Yes, sir. Hard and hard. Yes, sir.
It's pretty gutted with the shit. Like he out here, like you know, he's very different than most St. Louis artists. He ain't tripping. I done heard some songs St. Louis artists. They cool, some of them dope. You know, shout out to LA Fall, shout out to JR, shout out to Grime, all them. But this some original, own lane, in its own, need to be heard by everybody. Shit, like recognize it. Like his wave is real. Like his vibe is real. His hype is real. It ain't no, oh well, I paid for it. He's working for it. He earned it. You know what I'm saying? He's showing people like shit. It ain't easy, but it's damn near easy. You know what I'm saying? As long as you put your work in for it, you feel me?
Your work in.
You know, motherfuckers understand like making a good track is timeless. You know what I'm saying? If you do it the right way, and you got people like I promise, like not just like you seen how y'all played it when I was coming here, like you was playing some of your shit.
Yeah.
I like that shit. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? It won't be annoying. Like it's that shit that you play on the radio. Like I heard it on the radio 3 months later. Like you might say you get tired of it, but you're like, I want to hear that shit again.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Like it's that bang, it's that shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I ain't gonna lie to you. I ain't gonna lie to you. I fucks with it. Everybody else should fuck with it. And if y'all not fucking with it, y'all need to get hip to it.
Yes, sir.
And that's just real shit.
Yeah, it's
Like for real.
I appreciate that for real.
Yeah,
I appreciate that.
So I heard these questions. So what we gonna talk about some fights.
Okay.
What's some fight questions? Shit. Fights you want to see happen, fights you don't want to see happen.
The fight I want to see happen. Ooh, boy. Nigga, John Jones and Francis Ngannou.
Ooh.
But I think John Jones gonna win it because, all right, in my opinion, John Jones is the GOAT of the UFC history.
Yeah.
He's the best fighter I ever seen. Now Francis Ngannou, he big as hell. He's strong as hell. He's strong as hell. But I think John Jones is so damn skilled. Like he moving up to heavyweight too. I seen him training for heavyweight.
Man, he can be all with it. Alright, so to catch you up to speed, honestly, he fucked himself up because he just got into a legal issue with some shit.
Okay.
So he probably won't, that fight probably won't even happen.
Okay.
It might, I don't know, but honestly, he not really in negotiating statuses right now because they're not talking his numbers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, he talking different, he talking paper where, he talking like Conor McGregor paper, but they ain't trying to give it to him.
Yeah, that's what I said, man. Pay that man. He the GOAT.
He been a part of the UFC since UFC was like in motherfucking rock and roll, Eddie Hardy era, like
and he Bro, like, I've been watching UFC since like, probably like 04 type shit. And I started seeing like Chuck Liddell, Tito Ortiz, Quentin Page Jackson, Pride days. But hell, I was watching it, bro, and then John Jones came in as a young nigga, beating up all the legends. I'm like, bro, this dude crazy.
Champion, he was like 21 or 20.
Yeah, the youngest one.
Yep.
Kept it for hell.
To this day. Man, back to this day.
He had to get disqualified.
He's still a champion to this day.
He got it back. He got it back.
No, he had a illegal light heavyweight championship. So my bad.
Yeah.
So basically, now he's trying to fight the heavyweight champion.
To get basically in Ghana.
Basically, is to get back to the belt thing. It's a weird process. Yeah, it's a weird process.
He had it at light heavyweight though, didn't he?
Yeah, but he had a majors.
I seen the two people who fought for it too.
Yeah, because
it was
legal shit because they found them guilty for code and all this.
Yep, I do remember that.
A hit and run and armor Kirky. It was all type of dumb.
I do remember that.
Beyond this stuff, bro. But I don't believe conspiracies like that.
Yeah,
I just think it was some weird ass shit. It was fucked up. If he did that shit, he did that shit. But you know, if he didn't, it's weird.
Man, I like John Jones though, man. That's my dog.
What's the fuck? What fight you don't want to see ever? Because it's gonna be fights that's gonna happen.
Jake Paul. I'm gonna tell you why.
Yeah, that's gonna happen though. But versus who? Jake Paul versus who? Or did Jake Paul?
You said I don't want to see happen.
Yeah, it's gonna be Jake Paul. Are you just saying
Jake Paul versus any like celebrity or MMA fighter? Because I believe as a boxer, well, I know MMA people can box too. I ain't saying that.
I know what you're saying.
But I know as if you're gonna say you're a pure boxer and that's your sport,
Yeah,
I feel like you should be boxing boxers.
But I mean, like, I feel like niggas that boxing, the niggas that's boxing, they should be able to knock this nigga out no problem. And like, they're finna be coming up the part though soon because the dude that I think it's
Tyson Fury brother.
Yeah,
they're supposed to fight.
Supposed to be fighting him. And he's supposed to be a strictly boxer. So
yeah,
hopefully,
Jake
Paul, but like hopefully that come. I don't know, man. But the game's tricky and weird. But dude train. He train.
I ain't saying he don't train. I just think like. I just think coming from like, you know, the personality that he was and then he fighting celebrities and stuff, I'm like, bro, you making a mockery of that shit.
He ain't, because the only reason why he ain't, the people who making a mockery of themselves, the motherfuckers who participate low key because nobody got really show that.
You're right. You're right.
He can blow that shit up like it's like a 40 in the morning.
They shouldn't even got in the ring with it. I feel like they Robinson shouldn't. They should challenge their basketball game.
They did it at the right time because they did it in the pandemic where it's so free will, so much free room where anybody could have came in and do anything.
Yeah, I ain't even gonna.
That's how they did it. They did it the right way.
I mean, I ain't gonna cap. It's entertaining. It is entertaining. Like I feel like the whole event itself. Like when I first saw that trailer, Snoop Dogg, it was entertaining.
That was made even.
Yeah, it's still there. That was tough. That was tough.
Like, oh, this motherfucker, a high ass nigga. That nigga was made so hilarious, bro. I'm like,
nah, that was tough.
This shit funny as fuck. But y'all be sure to stream his music. New Wave Order, Bird Flu, and New Wave City. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
And for any other ones, y'all need to just play his EPs and listen to some shit. You feel me? He got some singles. If y'all want to feature with it, hit him up.
Hit me up. DM me. Mayor J Bird, IG.
Y'all show us, tell him all that shit.
Yeah.
Break that down.
It's the mayor. You know what I'm saying? It's the fucking mayor. So like, Mayor J Bird on IG, Mayor J Bird on Twitter. Facebook just some personal shit. I really do business on IG. I do business on IG. I do business on Twitter. Mayor J Bird on YouTube. Look me up on J Bird on all streaming platforms. That's Apple Music. That's goddamn Spotify. That's goddamn YouTube Music. Nigga Amazon. Nigga Deezer. Nigga anything you want to listen to. Anything going. You know what I'm saying? J Bird is on that motherfucker. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, it's the man. We live from the South. You know what I'm saying? Right around the corner from the State Streets, you know what I'm saying? So you know where we at. And yeah, it's just like that. Yeah, from the loop.
Yeah.
I mean, shit, that's Jay Burke on the track, man. You ain't got, what's your ad-lib, man?
Huh?
You got an ad-lib?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. For sure.
There you go. Man, y'all be good, man. I appreciate y'all for tuning in. This your boy
stay tuned for everything, man. Definitely sure to follow all the action over at YouTube. The number 2 code COLD TV. Man, follow everybody that comes on. We practice peace, positivity. We be high over here because this is where the bud be at the Cola Lounge, man.
Completely
each
fried.
and every time, man. I fuss with each and every one of you guys. Shout out to Big Lou Productions, man. I appreciate y'all
Big
coming
Lou.
through, fucking with me. Shout out to the Cola Lounge. Shout out to Jay Bird. Shout out to Brittney, the Quiet Storm, Cloudy guys, man. Hey, we only getting better, man. If you want to fuck with me, hit me up at Gmail, 2codemma@gmail.com. Hit me up, follow me, Instagram, 2codemma. Shit, Facebook, Montreal D James, group page, Montreal James, Montreal apostrophe, 2code James. And y'all be sure to just have a good, happy Thanksgiving.
Yeah,
Man, peace,
happy
love,
holidays.
and happy holidays, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, be safe.
And
Sir.
shit, smoke that weed for your boy, you know what I'm saying? If you do, get high. And if you want to be a sponsor, advertisement on the show, hit me up. And yeah, peace and love.
That vibe.
We out here.
Just like that.